Hi, my name is Alayna and I'm doing another series of videos. I've got some out that are 10 to 15 years old, and now I feel like it's time to come back and start teaching again. So I want to point out that this is for all religions. This isn't just for Christianity, even though the next segment we're going to be talking about Jesus, but it's the path that he left for us to ascend. So it won't be for a religion, it will just be for consciousness. So what we're going to talk today about is Christ consciousness. And I made these little cards. And this is the Son of God. This is us connecting to the Son of God. And what we're going to start out with, what is the definition of Christ consciousness? Christ is not Jesus' last name. Christ is not a person. It is a consciousness. It is a path. That path that Jesus left us to ascend. Now, notice we're going up. So what you want to do is drop all your bowling balls that you're carrying so you can move your way up. And to drop those, it's a matter of forgiveness and forgiving yourself. So you want to stay connected to the divine light. So what Jesus said was, I am the light, I am the light, I am the light, I am the truth. This is the correct path, and I am the only way. Okay, I am the light, the truth, and the way. So what you start out with is what God said was, I am that I am. Okay, I am that I am. I am directly connecting myself to God. I am that I am. Okay, so now I'm saying I am the light, I am the truth, and I am the only way. So I thought I would define the word light. Okay, so the word light actually means divine intelligence and divine love. So I kind of broke it down into two things. So it's not a light bulb. It's not just shining bright like the sun. It is divine love and divine intelligence. So what is divine intelligence? Okay, remember that Jesus and John, his cousin, were trained in Egypt. Okay, that's why Jesus took ascension, resurrection. Okay, that's all Egyptian. Okay, and John picked, that's another subject, but John took this path also. Okay, see all these little dots here? They're little seeds. They're little seeds of information, okay, going straight into her head. She is focusing on the Son of God, and she's getting all this divine information. That is the light. The light is sending the divine, perfect information to her brain, okay, and to her heart. So that's the perfect plan, which is perfect love, perfect divine love. So let me describe that. If I want the perfect plan, that perfect plan needs to be for everybody, not just for me and all of you. The divine plan will be without ego, which is kind of right here, and it will just be for the heart and the mind, creating divine love and perfection. So we're getting that divine information, then shooting out from our heart, okay, and our minds, our feelings, our minds. So when God created the universe and everyone, first was the thought, then the word, and then after the word is the feeling, the divine love feeling coming from the heart. And it creates perfection. So we focus on the light, the Son of God. So we think our thought, we speak the word, here it comes, and it comes out from our hearts. So what's happening now? Are our hearts divine love? Or are our thoughts divine love? Okay? So when we don't have, okay, so now I'm thinking the thought, I'm speaking the word, and my feelings are like, well, they're not meeting, are they? So I'm going, I am a multimillionaire, okay? So I'm thinking it, I'm speaking it, And now I'm supposed to feel it, right? I'm supposed to feel it. And then I'll be a multimillionaire. But this is what happens to a lot of people, okay? Including me. Okay, I think the thought, I speak the word, and then I go, I'm not really worthy. I don't know how to get that. What if somebody does this? Okay, you see all of this all over the place? This is not this. This is not at all. Okay, so you are not manifesting it. So now I'm going to ask for the divine plan. I'm thinking the thought, I'm speaking the word, and now I'm going to let the divine plan create it for me, which I know is divine love. And it is the perfect plan for everyone, not just me. I'm not going to be selfish here. I want all of you guys to be happy too. Okay, here's the consciousness now, which like, okay, I'm so hot and you're so not. And as soon as you can accept that, the sooner you'll be happy. And you know what? The sooner I'll be happy. That took me a lot of years to get that down to fine art on that. But when you get the divine perfect plan, everybody's happy, okay? Everybody gets the benefit of it, not just you, and I guarantee you it's not going to last for long. Okay, so we want to create the perfect plan, and this is what we're doing. Here's the Son of God, okay? Here's our direct connection. I am fearful. If you want to learn how to be fearful, I'm the one for you. Okay, lust, yeah, that's fun. Anger is a real doo-doo. You are going to really mess yourself up. Hate, even worse. Vindictiveness, oh my God, the karma you're creating. And I call it the karma, trauma, drama. And you're not only creating karma for yourself, but all that trauma and drama that's affecting everybody is coming back on you. And I'm going to show you how. Here's lack, okay? I think lack comes from, I don't think I'm going to get it, and I probably don't deserve it. So it's a real lack of self-love, and it's a real lack of the consciousness of the whole world is bigger than me, and I am not connected to the source. If I was connected to the source, there would be no lack, right? Would there be lack? I got the perfect plan, okay? And I want the perfect plan for everybody, not just me. Love. I put this right here. It's not under perfection exactly. Okay. I love you. I want you. I need you. I'm going to control you. You are mine. Okay. Love is, I'm giving it to the divine, and I am so blessed that you're here with me. You're so special. And I am giving you my heart, my love, my compassion, my blessings. I love you. Notice this, giving. Okay, the other from ego is I love you, I need you, I want to control you. That's my big fear. How am I going to blossom and fly if you're controlling me? I want, it's for me, I need. Notice that? I give you, I bless you, I love you unconditionally. Okay? That's this love. The other love is like, I need you, I want you, me. I. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay, so we got the divine intelligence. It's coming to us at all times. But I'm deciding to not pay attention. Okay, so I'm deciding I'm going to create lack, okay? So here's all this abundance is coming to me, the perfect plan, all the energy to be totally abundant. And I'm going, no, I think I'd rather play this game. This game over here is much more interesting. I think I'll play it over and over and over. Or I could just go to the source and get it right away. So it's your choice. And the things that make us turn our heads and go the wrong direction. So here comes the energy, here comes the consciousness, here comes the energy of perfect frequency. And we're going, no, it's still coming. But we're not receiving it because we're focused on a different energy frequency. I love playing games. I tell you what, it can go on for so many dimensions that you just go, you know what, God, I don't want to play any more games. I just want to come home. I just want to live in peace. So I am suggesting that you drop this format and go to this format. See how the divine is coming down to all of these people? All of these people. Everybody has a divine connection to the source, to God. Okay, so here it comes. It's not getting in. You need it to get in right here. You don't need to get it here. Okay? Because you're not getting it. You're getting whatever you're focusing on. And that is how we create. Whatever we're focusing on is whatever we're creating. So I've got the thought, the perfect word, but I'm not focusing on it. I'm focusing on all of this, and I never manifest this. Okay? So you got to focus, be grateful and joyful. Now I'm going to surprise you. You all know this symbol. Everybody calls it affinity. And that is just absolutely not true. It is a tool of creation. Everything that you're sending out is coming back to you. Everything that you're sending out is coming back to you. Okay? So when Jesus' time, it was coming back 10 times fold. That took a long time. Now it's about 90 times fold. 90 times fold. Woo! Okay, so you are able to see exactly what you're creating, exactly when you created it. You're paying it's called consequences or karma trauma. Okay? So I've got some wild kids here that I think want to come in. So I am going to say that this consciousness of ego, this consciousness of just me, and what's good for me, and all of you, you're hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself, and you are playing all these extra games instead of coming home. This is the energy frequency for all of us to come home. Jesus left us a path. It goes throughout every single religion. It has nothing to do with color, race, religion. It has to do with soul development. So do you want your soul, are you willing to drop all of the pain and the suffering that you have created for yourself and others? Boom, forgiveness. Boom, forgiveness. Boom, forgiveness. Or are you going to load this side of the scales with boulders when your heart's supposed to be as light as a feather? Okay? This is the violet consuming, or the white fire, blue lightning of divine love. The Egyptian picture had the violet consuming flame right here. I took this picture off of the side of a church in San Gianamo. It's all mosaic. And this is how you get home. Your heart has to be as light as a feather. That takes a lot of forgiveness and a lot of focusing on the source instead of all of our other karma, traumas that we are creating. So here's a picture of you going home. I got this picture in the Vatican of you going home. Another picture. So again, and I don't have the picture. Okay. I am directly connecting to the divine, okay? I'm not connecting to all these games. I'm just connecting to the divine. That's how you get home. It takes a lot of focus. Every game under the sun is going to come to you and try to get you to play it. You keep your eye on the source, the Son of God, okay? Now, when you say, I am the light, I am the truth, I am the way, I am that I am connecting to the Son of God. Jesus never said, I am the light, the truth, and the way, just for him. He came from a culture where everybody says, I am the light, I am the truth, I am the way. They are connecting to the light, to the truth, to the way. It is for every single one of us to say, We don't say, oh, Jesus said that, and that's just for him. He said it was for all of us, and all of us will do even greater than he did. He wants all of us to come home. That's why he sacrificed himself to leave this path to ascend. Okay? Pay attention. It's hard because all these games keep on coming in. This consciousness of I'm so hot and you're so not. And as soon as you can accept that, the sooner you'll be happy. And the sooner I'll be happy. That is a real power grab. I am trying to take away all your power and make you feel like dirt. You're a child of God, and that's why I'm here. I am here to remind you that you are a child of God. This planet was created for the children of God. We need to take care of our planet, and we need to be focusing on the energy that heals the planet and heals us, and we walk together as brothers and sisters, which we are. I don't care what country you're from, what religion you are. We're all brothers and sisters because we are all the children of God. Okay? Did you get that? I've never talked to my children like that. I probably should have. Okay. I bless all of you. I love all of you. The next one is about how we're actually creating. Okay? And God bless you all. And we're all here together to go home. Okay? Okay, bye. Okay, here are a couple books that I wanted to show you. This is for beginners. Okay? Saint Germain Press. You can get this on Amazon. Unveiled Mysteries. This is book 1. You start out with this. You don't have to worry so much about becoming it because it's going to start rewiring your brain, your work with your soul development, and get you on another path that would be better for you. So, Unveiled Mysteries, Saint Germain Press. This is The Magic Presence. This is book 2. So these are ones that they're going to really help you become the real you. Okay, and St. Germain Press, you can get it on Amazon. Okay, and here's the last one. This is for more advanced students. And remember when I was talking about Sophia and I thought she was my aunt's middle name? I don't know where I came up with that, but I was really little, so forgive me. So anyway, it was really Sophia, and she was training me about the universe and Arcturus and how everything worked, working with the angels. So this is the Sophia Code. There's her last name down there. You can get this on Amazon. Okay? Okay, thank you. Hi, this is Alayna Shaw on the Christ Consciousness series. This is going to be part 2. So we have the introduction, what Christ Consciousness really is. Now we're going to start on how do we really create. So I'm going to start out with a story that you all know, and remind you at the very beginning that the only thing that exists is consciousness. Okay, we're going to explain exactly how we're creating. Okay, so the only thing that exists is consciousness. And why are we here? We are here because we are the children of God. God created all of us. Okay, I don't care about religions. I'm talking about all the beings on this planet. So God created the planet and God created all of us. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all children of God. Okay, so now we're going to start out with a story that probably all of you heard, and it's going to be a little bit different interpretation than any churches I've ever seen. So here we are back in the Garden of Eden. And originally, our planet was one landmass, and as far as we know, it kind of separated in continents, and it went back together. Separated in continents, and then came back together. Okay, so we've got the Garden of Eden, which what I've read is underneath Chicago. And when I say underneath Chicago, I mean probably 1,000 feet under Chicago, not anything that an archaeologist is going to find. So you can believe that or not believe that, but that's what I read. Okay, so that's the original one. So you can imagine how important this story is about the Garden of Eden because it has lasted forever. It was at the beginning and it still exists. So now I'm going to give you a different interpretation. Starting with the only thing that exists is consciousness, okay? So now we have some beings in paradise. You have to have them there for quite a while because you have to feel what it's like. You have to be in that energy frequency, in that consciousness, and you need to be there long enough to really remember it. And I know that there are millions of us on this planet right now that still remember what it felt like to live in a paradise world. Okay? And it's not around us, but we still remember. And it's not just up here, it's here. It's in your heart. Heart. Okay, so we're going to go to Adam and Eve, okay? So we've got the tree of knowledge. Now we're here to learn how to create paradise worlds. Got the tree of knowledge. And the snake, which is a representation of knowledge, that's a sacred symbol of knowledge, comes and says, well, are you ready to learn the difference and learn how to create the difference of good and evil, how to create a paradise world? So you can stay here as an infant and just bask in the glory of God and what it feels like. But if you stayed here long enough and you can hold on to that energy frequency, you now need to bite off a piece of fruit from the apple to go to school to learn how to create a paradise world. So what this segment is going to show you how we're actually creating, okay? So remember, the only thing that exists is consciousness, and we are in training to learn how to create a paradise world. And that's why we had to leave Eden. We had to become that energy frequency so we remember it through all of these trials and mistakes that we make. We have to remember it. We're it. We are it. Okay? Now, I'm going to teach you how we actually are creating. And this is brought down through the ancients, okay? So first we have the thought, okay? So, what am I going to create? Then we speak the word. And the word is celestial music, okay? So I'm just going to have one thought, one note, okay? So we have this sound, Om. We have one note, and it creates a color. And together we start putting more and more thoughts together, like in a sentence or in a phrase, and each thought creates a color and a sound. Okay? Sound, color. Hi, my name's Alayna Shaw. I'm on section 2 of Christ Consciousness. So we've got the introduction, Christ Consciousness itself, what Christ Consciousness is. Now we're going to go into how we're actually creating. So to start off, I want to start off with a story that most of you have heard. And it's about the Garden of Eden, okay? So I'm going to tell it to you in a little bit different way. Remembering that this planet was created by God for the children of God to learn how to create paradise worlds. I'm going to say that again. Planet created by God for the children of God, no matter what religion, color, place you've been born on, whatever, how many unbelievable amounts of time, which is an illusion, but we've been here. We are here to learn how to create paradise worlds. So here we are in Eden, and we're just soaking in this incredible feeling of bliss and paradise. And everything is going smoothly, and we're so happy, and it's paradise. Okay? So we needed to stay there long enough for us to always remember that energy frequency of paradise, the paradise frequency. It's bliss, it's joy, it's gratitude, it's humbleness, It's divine love, which is the divine plan, right? It is the light, it is the truth, and it is the only way. So how are we going to learn how to create that? So to create that, so we can create other universes of divine love, we have to start out at the beginning of becoming that energy frequency. Then it's time to go to school. So here we've got the tree of life, and we got the snake, which is the representation of knowledge, okay? So Adam and Eve are offered a bite of the apple, knowledge. Are you ready to go to school? Are you ready to learn how to create paradise worlds? Then you choose whether you're going to stay as an infant and totally protected and loved, or you're going to go to school and learn how to create a paradise world. So now we're starting to create paradise worlds, and we're creating everything. It's just total chaos, just total chaos. And if you guys want, I'll read you the Seneca story about how creation started. Incredible, tons of fun. So if you want me to read that to you, I will later on. So here we're creating all these things. Why are we creating all of this? Because we're not focusing on the source. So we're learning to create, and it's all world. It's all the world. And the world means, in spiritual terms, human creation and illusion. And it's a lot of pain, suffering, lack, lust, anger, hate. Okay, so the real paradise, Garden of Eden, I have read, you can believe it or not, but it was so long ago that it's underneath Chicago. Can you believe that? But when I say underneath Chicago, it's probably 1,000, maybe more feet under Chicago. So don't start digging now. So we had the planet. It was one landmass. Then it separated in continents. It went back together, separated. Okay? And the original spot was what is now Chicago. You can take it or leave it. So now the children of God, that's how long ago this was. Okay? Okay, so now the children of God have decided to learn how to create. So they're going to create just like God created, just total chaos with all this stuff happening that's not directly connected to the source. So I'm going to teach you how we do that. First is the thought. We have to think what we want to create. Then we speak the word, and the word is celestial music. And every note has a color. Okay? Together, we start making phrases of all these notes. Okay? So at first, when we start creating, we think the word, we speak it. Is it coming from our hearts? So it's filled with divine love. Are you connected to the source? Okay? If you're not connected to the source, you're going to make all of these sounds and colors, and it's going to sound like mud. Okay? And it's going to look like mud. You're not going to get crisp colors. So you keep on practicing dimension after dimension to learn how to stay focused to the Son of God and live and create beautiful celestial music. Okay? So first it is the word, which is sacred, spiritual celestial music, and then the color. And these are the right colors. These are the right colors for the sounds. Okay? And then it goes into a mathematical formula. And I've seen this mathematical because I do healings, and I can actually read. I can read like on the leg or the arm. I can actually see the language. And oddly enough, that language looks very, very like the language that was in the Matrix. Those, I think it was Wachowski brothers. I mean, were so on top of it and so ahead of their time. But that language kind of looks like that. Okay? And you can read it. So it goes from thought to word of celestial music to color, each color into that mathematical formula. Then it goes through the hologram, okay? And it out pictures like a video game or a movie. Well, more like a video game because you're here with the remotes, and you can make your characters do anything. And on this other side of the hologram, this is where you're learning how to create paradise worlds. And you go over and over and over, dimension after dimension, because this is a house with many mansions or dimensions. And you keep on over and over until you get it right. And now I'm making nicer celestial music. And it still could be chaotic, but at least I'm starting to get the grip. Okay, so now we've been here for so long, going over and over and over. It's time for us to come home and go through the portal to go home. So I'm going to just talk about the hologram. Okay, remember, whatever, this is what you guys call infinity. This is a creation tool. So when you're on this watching on the other side, it's a mirror of you. It's a mirror of you because you're the creator, right? So you're creating through your feelings of either divine love or not lack of love, lack of self-confidence, lack of something, and you're creating mud. Just mud sounds all over the place. There we go. Mud sounds, okay? So now you made so many mistakes. Now you're learning to get a little bit more beautiful sound. We have been doing this for so long that it's time for us to come home. Now, come home. We are spirits. We are souls. We are consciousness, okay? Learning how to create paradise worlds. So now we're on the hologram side. Are we going to create to ascend? And that's what this next section is going to be about with Jesus. Are we going to create to ascend, or are we going to create to descend? So there are paths all over the world teaching us how to create a paradise world. It is about soul development, okay? This isn't the church you go to, the religion you belong to, what color you are, nothing about that. It is about your soul development. How much love, energy, frequency can you carry? Have you been dropping your boulders? Are you completely connected to the light? Okay? Every boulder you drop, which is through the law of forgiveness, every boulder you drop, you get lighter. Each time you forgive, you get lighter. Each time you forgive, you get lighter. Every time you decide to focus on something else, you get heavier. You get heavier. Okay, so remember that John the Baptist went around and tried to get people from under this line up, go through the water, the rebirth, and start on this path. Jesus, his cousin, said, I'll take the ascension and I'll leave a path for all of us to learn how to drop these boulders and to ascend our soul development, ascend and create a paradise world. Once you learn how to create this paradise world, this is a little bit harder than it looks. Okay. To do this, you ascend out of this game because you have learned how to create a paradise world. Now you get to work in all the hierarchy of the universe, which is what Sophia taught me when I was a little kid. Okay, so we've got twin flames, okay? Now, you would think that you have to love your twin flame more than anything else, so this magnet will just pull you together. But in reality, which is really hard, that's not the case. The case is you really have to love yourself. Your twin flame really has to love themselves. And then the magnet starts pulling you together, okay? So, how do you love yourself? Well, number one, you've got to forgive. You got to drop all those boulders. Okay, this is the white fire and blue lightning of divine love. The Egyptian picture of this had the sacred fire, the burning bush, right here. Okay, it's the violet consuming flame. So the violet consuming flame dissolves all negativity. But you have to be in charge of that for your own life. So to do that, what did Jesus say? Oh, he said, forgive those that trespass upon you, and you have to forgive yourself. That's dropping all your boulders. You drop a boulder, you drop a boulder, you drop a boulder. This is all about soul development. Nothing to do with religion. And eventually you're going to come together with your twin flame because you love yourself and you have forgiven yourself, okay? You are no longer focusing on all these games. Now, these games, you say, oh, these games are really, really bad. Well, that's putting judgment on it. However, these games are teaching you how to create a paradise world. And I pointed out on another video, let's say that you're a terrible drug addict, okay? And you've hurt a lot of people and you've done a lot of wrong things and you're just ready to die. But you decide to start dropping your boulders and forgiving yourself. So you picked up all this experience, okay, of doing all the wrong things. And now you're deciding to go home and attach yourself to the source, to God, and start creating a paradise world instead of a world filled with fear, a world filled with, okay, I love you, I want you, I need to control you because you don't really love me, and I have to love and hold on to you, and that this word scares me more than any of these words because people put their own interpretation on this, and it may not be the same interpretation you have. Okay, so all of this is to learn how to love imperfection, the Christ consciousness, where you actually become the light, the truth, and the way. And you have said, while you're creating and going through the hologram, you are focused on the Son of God. You are not focusing on all the games. You drop the games. You said, I think I've beaten myself up enough. And you only focus on the light, the truth, and the way, which is divine love. You're willing to love yourself. You are willing to love yourself. This picture is painted by Wilson, okay? And we got this other one. This one, again, is painted by Skaskank Okay, I love this. I love both those pictures. So here you're first creating all these terrible, terrible things. Then you leave the world that's human creation and illusion. You leave the world. You leave the world and you start focusing on the light. And here he is, Krishna, playing the flute and creating new worlds, new universe, focused on the divine love. Okay? We do that. Again, I'm just going to end with this. By the thought, the word, how you're feeling, how you're loving yourself, okay, turns into celestial music, turns into color, goes through the mathematical formula. Now, your heart is being outpictured in the holographic world. Okay? So as much as you love yourself, the nicer the world you create. The more you hate yourself, you have people beating the living daylights out of you all the time. And you probably are beating the daylights out of yourself all the time. All of that is picking up information so you can learn how to create a paradise world. That is why we're here. That is why we've created this planet. So now we have this planet with all this electrical system going through it. Everything is magnets, energy, holding the grids together. And we're blowing it up and we're strip mining out all the natural resources. and we're destroying the planet because our idea is I'm taking care of you, honey. No, it's supposed to be all of us together taking care of our home and making it even more beautiful, if that's even possible, filled with fresh, clean water, clean skies. We can do this. That's being a caretaker, okay? So we're learning how to create a paradise world, which means we have to heal our planet because we can make this a paradise world. Okay, so the energy frequencies are here. We have all the help that you can ever imagine. You want to go home, you have to totally love yourself, and your twin flame has to totally love themselves, and then the magnet pulls you together. Okay? See you on the other side, and I love you all very, very much. Goodbye.